young Jedi named Darth Vader. He betrayed and murdered your father.
Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So I haven't done a video since the 1st of January, New Year's Day. So I wasn't 100%. I went back to work on the 2nd of January, and they sent me home again to kind of work from home. And then I was just too ill, and I was off sick again with this awful cough. Went to the doctors and I had a chest infection, and I've been on antibiotics. So not a great start. I hadn't even been there a month at my new job, but because I had those 2 days sick at Christmas, I kind of arranged with them that I'd take it as annual leave, because being a new boy, you don't want to be you don't want them thinking that you're a sick note. So yeah, I've been working all this week. And to be fair, I feel really good. It's just the cough. I've still got a bit of the cough, but I'm getting there. But I didn't want to do a video until I was feeling, like my old self. And it is really disappointing, because I've got so much stuff that I want to film. I mean, I love Christmas, and I missed out on so many Christmas videos that I'd planned to do. But yeah, I didn't want to come back until I was feeling, 99%. And I still haven't opened up my Bo-Katan helmet yet, which that's going to be my next video. But come on, we got to get Obi-Wan Kenobi open. So this is Obi-Wan Kenobi from the retro collection with white hair. So I had an Obi-Wan Kenobi with white hair. Never bought it. I think my Obi-Wan Kenobi white hair, which is in my Rebel transport, which is on. You can't really see it, I don't think. It's on that first shelf, just above the figures. He's in the Rebel transport with my Hoth display. I haven't opened it for ages, so I've got loads of figures in there. Just haven't got round to getting him down. But I never bought him. I think he was either a figure that I got from one of my best friends at school when I did that He-Man swap for my He-Man figures, or it might have been a guy who I met. My mum used to work as a volunteer in a women's refuge in Enfield, and I mean, obviously I didn't know about domestic abuse. All I knew about was we were, summer holidays, we were going on trips and going to the cinema. I mean, I saw Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Loads of films with this refuge scheme, because my mum was one of the volunteers. Went to Butlins, loads of stuff. But yeah, this boy, I went up to his room and he had the Darth Vader figure case, and I remember he gave me 2 Darth Vaders, and they had like little dodgy heads, and I've still got them. They're on display. A Boba Fett, which was battered to death, but it was great to have him. I still got him, and I think it was either my best friend from school, or it was him who gave me the Obi-Wan with white hair. And again, he was, didn't have his lightsaber, was a bit worn, didn't have a cape, but it was another figure for the collection, a figure that I didn't have. So it's great to have this, but as this is I always do a comparison with the originals. So I used my Obi-Wan to play with. But then in Edmonton, this would have been after Christmas 1984. So this was probably, this would have been like 1985. There was like like cheap shops, which are, what's it? You have, they're called like Poundland. Poundland's not cheap, is it? But one of the old cheap shops in Tramway, Edmonton, Hartford Road, was called Buy Rights, which was right next to Just Junior's, where I used to get my clothes. And I remember going in there with my mum. And there was like this. They sold toys, and there was this like shelf, this like kind of box on a shelf, and they had Luke Skywalkers and Obi-Wan Kenobis. I think they were like 50p each. They weren't on card. They were loose. They didn't have lightsabers. But this is Obi-Wan Kenobi with the kind of bluey hair. So So it's a great little box that I've got. This is from the guy who sells me the A-Team figures from the NEC. But yeah, so this is an original Obi-Wan Kenobi, which I didn't really play with because I already had my white-haired Obi-Wan, and I sort of didn't really. It wasn't a great figure to play with anyway. But let me just open him up. So yeah, so this guy, immaculate condition, original cape, and also if you actually look closely at him, I mean, there's no wear to him whatsoever. So it's the original cape. It's got, you know, it's got a bit of a split in him. It's sorry, in the actual cape there on the arm. Other sides, yeah, it's not great, but it's not bad. No wear whatsoever. 50p, let your eyes be your guide, buy rights. Hertford Road, Edmonton, tramway. Across the road from, well, just across the road from Leather Barra's, well, at the time, Leather Barra's fruit and veg. Also Ripspeed. Ripspeed, like as a little shop, used to be across the road. But yeah, 50p. So yeah, I bought a Repro lightsaber, and then put him away. But yeah, but that's who I'm going to compare him with. So so because I was with my little brother as well, they were 50p. So my mum bought an Obi-Wan for me, an Obi-Wan for my brother. Also a Luke Skywalker as well. And I may as well get Luke out as well. So it's well, here he is. So he's in the box as well. And I only put them in these boxes recently when I bought those A-Team figures. Well, probably, yeah, just before the pandemic. Oh, and also, if you notice, this is. Do you remember I mentioned that I recycle certain parts of the retro collection boxes? So I use the punch so I can make other figures unpunched. But also, I always, for the original Star Wars line, I always keep the tray. So this is the this plastic is the tray of the original retro collection Luke. And I just think it's good to store them. So I do use some parts of it. But yeah, here's the Luke. So I've got two of these. So yeah, it is a Repro. Trying to get him to focus. It's a Repro lightsaber, but yeah. But see, I never had this guy, to start off with in 1983, 84. And when I did get him, when my mum bought two of these from buy rights, because I had other Luke Skywalkers, which in my opinion as a kid were better to play with, that's why he never really got much play. So for years he just sat in the Rebel transporter, and yeah, so he is you know what he could do with a little wipe, I think. But he's an immaculate Luke Skywalker, and when I say immaculate, I'm not exaggerating. He's an immaculate Luke Skywalker from the 80s, 50p, no wear on him whatsoever, and I've got two of him and two Obi-Wan Kenobi. So yeah, definitely a figure that would be worth grading. But yeah, no, I just thought I'd share that with you. Oh yeah, let me just so you know it's not a retro collection, because I can't read it because of the old eyesight. If you can see I'll have to wait till it's on telly before I can see what it says on the back of his legs. But yeah, 50p. Let your eyes be your guide. But let's get back to Obi-Wan Kenobi. So yeah, absolutely love Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it'll be good to compare him to the original. So again, it's a lovely card back, lovely thickness on there, and Obi-Wan does look good. Although I think I prefer the kind of the bluey kind of beard and hair than the white, but they do look good. And it's good to have at least one figure with the original vinyl cape in my collection. Although I'm not that fussed, I'll be honest, I'm not that fussed about repro weapons and repro capes. If I can get my old figures looking half decent and getting their original accessories, it's just great. But yeah, again, it is a lovely card. Shame about the back, but we've mentioned that before. So I've just got well, from this retro collection wave, well, wave 2 of A New Hope, I've just got the Tusken Raider and the Jawa to open. And that was interesting news about the that vinyl cape Jawa, the second one being found in that guy's loft. I think he worked for Marvel in the 70s or 80s or whatever. But I'll be honest, the vinyl cape Jawa doesn't really mean much to me because I don't remember it as a kid. So there's no nostalgia there, if I'm honest. So I wouldn't be that fussed about it. But yeah, this figure does look really, really good. So there's only one way to open these Star Wars figures, and that's like it was Christmas 1984. Talking of retro collection, I did notice. See, the thing is, again, I haven't been able to report any news because I just haven't been. I haven't been able to talk because I've just been coughing the whole time. I've got a little mild cough now, but yeah, I saw on Instagram on Yakface that there's another retro collection. It's got a coded name, but it's another retro collection wave coming out. So that'll be. I mean, I think the speculation is it's going to be episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and I haven't ordered the Ahsoka or Book of Boba Fett yet because I don't know. I really, really want them, and they look great. I definitely want Chopper, but I kind of think these retro collection figures, they go so cheap in the sale. Why pay for the full price? I'm still debating whether to buy them at the moment, but I do like the original. I definitely want the episode 1 figures, so I'm still thinking about it. But anyway, let's get this Obi-Wan Kenobi open. Right, let's have a closer look at this. Yeah, that does look nice. Does look really good. Noticing a little bit of paint bleed on the hand. But yeah, let's get out of the packet and let's have a proper look and compare him to my original buy rights Obi-Wan Kenobi. Right, so here he is. You know, and he's, you know, it's a retro collection figure. He's as basic as they come. But I really like it. He's got his little lightsaber. I mean, they could have done... I mean, the thing is, I haven't opened the Jawa yet. They could have stuck a vinyl cape on there for a laugh. And they could have done a telescopic lightsaber, you know, just to celebrate the original figures. But they've kind of gone basic. I suppose they'd get complaints because you're talking about really rare figures, so you know what fans are like. But yeah, it does look really good. I mean, straight away, you know what the retro collection figures are like. Straight away, I'm not seeing, because I'm used to this figure, because I grew up with it. I'm not seeing that much definition. But you know, but that's why I've got the original, so I can compare it with. So let's get these guys next to each other. Yeah, honestly, it's amazing how immaculate that Obi-Wan Kenobi is. No wear whatsoever. I don't know, I mean, the face sculpt looks exactly the same, but the original Obi-Wan, he's got more he's got more of a bushy beard. Look at the top of their heads. If I can get that into focus, can I get that into? Yeah, so the original's got it's got like a seam. Don't know if you can see that. Try and get into focus. The original's got a seam on his head, on the moulded plastic, whereas the new version doesn't. Oh, it keeps going out of focus. Yeah, the original doesn't. Yeah, I do like the I quite like the white-haired Obi-Wan actually. Does look nice. But yeah, very similar. I think I prefer the original. And as for the vinyl cape, it's great that I can actually compare an original cape to the reproduction retro collection figure. And yeah, I mean they're spot on, I think. Slightly different colour variation, but that might be age. Yeah, I mean better definition in the original, but we know all about that. But yeah, not a bad job at all. Not a bad job at all. So I'm quite happy with that. It looks, just comparing the hands. I mean the lightsabers look a little bit different, but you know, one's a repro and one's a retro. Look at the back. Yeah, not a bad job at all. I am really pleased with this Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, Hasbro have done a really good job on him. And I have been thinking about the well, with all the time on my hands, because I literally couldn't do anything. Even when I was off work, I couldn't do anything at all. I was just lying in bed, lying on the settee. I had a big long think about Star Wars, and the retro collection and the original figures and toys, I just get more joy out of them. And the Star Wars toys are so expensive now. It's not enjoyable spending like 15, 16, 17 quid on like a vintage collection figure. Although there's loads that I want, especially those clone troopers, but what can you do? So let's just set these guys up together. Right, Hasbro have done a wonderful job on this Obi-Wan Kenobi retro collection figure. I mean, I think it looks great. I love the fact that we've got a figure with the vinyl cape. I also love the fact that I've actually got at least one figure with a vinyl cape, so I can do a proper comparison. And as I mentioned, when my mum picked me up, me and my brother, two Obi-Wan Kenobis and two Luke Skywalkers. Although they didn't have their lightsabers, they both Kenobis came with their vinyl capes. So yeah, I'll have to dig out my original white-haired Obi-Wan, which is, you know, played with a condition, as well as the other blue-haired Obi-Wan, which again is immaculate. They're both in the Rebel Transport, which is in my Hoff display, and there's loads of little hidden gems in there. So I've definitely got to do that. But yeah, really happy. It's a great figure. Not the, you know, it's basic as they come, but I just get more enjoyment and nostalgia from the originals. You know, I just love them. I absolutely love these figures, and yeah, they've done a really good job. Definitely a 10 out of 10. Love Obi-Wan Kenobi. Roll on the next figure. So well, I've got to do my Bo-Katan helmet next. That's what I've got to do, because I just haven't felt like doing any videos or doing anything at all. But then as I mentioned before, I've just got the Tusken Raider to open, as well as the Jawa, and I never had a Tusken Raider as a kid. I've bought beaters over the years and bought, you know, vinyl capes from eBay, but I've still got my original Jawa with his cloak. So that'll be a nice comparison. But yeah, these are great. Highly recommended. if you haven't got these figures yet, you know, you need to get them. You definitely need to get them. But anyway, that's the end of the video. Hopefully this is the first of many for 2024. Yeah, I mean, this kind of virus, I don't know what it is, but it's been going around my village, my son's school, which I know I got it from my son. But they've had teachers off sick, children. Yeah, it's been pretty bad. But yeah, that is the end of the video. Thanks for waiting. You've been very patient. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care, and it also helps the channel. And I'll see you in the next one for Bo-Katan's Mandalorian helmet.